picking up, that's the last idea of filter, having nothing here until we select a province. Okay, very simple changes. Now, in terms of the the actual refresh, right, using our AJAX call to refresh the data, it's amazingly simple. All we have to remember right now, by having this all provinces option, by putting value equals an empty string, we get null, right? Null comes through as the value for that. If I put 0, that's it, right? Then it no longer gets null. It actually gets a value, that value being 0, which of course will not match any province because we're using an integer identity. So now whenever I do a refresh, boom, I'm done. Okay, I will not get no cities until, right? So, that's where I might think about, I definitely do want to provide some sort of a custom message in this case. So, no cities match province. Well, something like that. I don't know. You can probably come up with a better message than that, but I just wanted to show that actually being used for a change. All right, so that's all it takes there. Now, the only thing is, in addition to that, is back in the controller, basically our populate drop-down lists, right? It works fine, but when we get the city list, right now, if we don't pass a province, okay, then we get them all. If we do pass a province, we just get the cities for that province, which is what we want. So the question is, how do we handle that we do want to return nothing if we don't have a valid province? Well, what I would suggest, the simplest change here is, instead of doing this two-step, creating the iQueryable and then deciding to add this filter, is we'll just always filter, right? Simple as that. Um, I'll just replace that whole thing with one, just basically modifying the query itself, right? So we're still doing from CNR, right, including the province, where province ID matches. Of course, this could be null, so we say get value or default, right? That way it handles everything we want. So if we get past a 0 or we get a null, right, then it will be interpreted as 0 and will return no data. And that'll give our no data option a chance to show its strength. And that way we don't get anything until we actually choose a province. Okay. So if I go to edit or create, well, create's probably a better example. So you see there's no data there, okay, until we actually pick a province. And then now we have Winnipeg and so on, right? Now, if you want, it comes up empty. If you want, you could easily figure out how to add a default value to be there when the page first loads. That's entirely up to you, right? I just wanted to show you that it wouldn't take very much to actually make that change. All right, so I'm going to leave it there because I don't want to give you everything. I want to give you enough to make sure you're not stopped. Bada bing.